Okay, guys, it's day 6, and we're still looking for wolves, still walking around. Yeah. Found horses, found pigs, found everything but wolves. Found zombie. What's up, zombie? Don't whack me, a jerk. Everything but what we want, and I still haven't found my way back to the base. I'm a little bit lost. I hear another zombie. Yeah. Oh, hi. Hi there. Little barbecued zombie first thing in the morning. I just think I'm going to end up wandering these woods until the last day. And I'm not going to find any wolves and fail the challenge. It's all good. Not all that concerned at this point. I'm just going to finish it out the best I can and hope for the best, I guess. It's kind of frustratingly ironic that I can't find dogs in this game, considering that I have 5 dogs at home. And they're outside barking their idiot heads off right now because they're out in the kennel. It's like 60 degrees. I know it's November, but it's ridiculously warm here. So, it is what it is. I think my neighbors must be outside because that's usually the only reason my dogs bark the way they're barking right now. A little bit of coal, a bunch of roses. All very nice, but it's still no doggies. I actually had a good idea for a build too, but guess it's not going to happen. I'm not going to have time to build it. Unless I find a dog this episode. I mean, it's already day 6. Yeah, I think we're going to be done here, actually. This is going to be the next to the last day. Because we started on day 0, so that actually makes day 8, 7. Day 7 will be episode 8, and that will be the end of the challenge. So yeah, this is pretty sucktastic. It'll be interesting to see if anybody else has trouble. I know, like I said, Conquering was having problems finding, and she looked right away, when she first spawned in. I did not see dogs when I spawned in, or wolves, I guess. They're wolves until you tame them. And I have covered a fair area. I don't know if I'd be better off to just stay in one area for a while and see if they spawn. But all the passive mobs seem to be spawning without too much trouble, so I suppose technically they're passive mobs unless you smack them. I'm not sure how that works. They're like Enderman that way. Phooey. I should probably try to find my way back to my base at least. Oh, my dogs are being idiots. Well, these dogs are being idiots too, but the real life dogs are just out here barking their stupid heads off. Man, look at all those goodies. Nice big cave, and I can't even go caving because I gotta waste time looking for the stupid dogs. You guys would probably crack up if you heard me the way I yell at my dogs sometimes in the mornings. They all try to go through the door at the same time, which is entertaining as heck, but sometimes it's really frustrating because I'm trying to get the door open, and the idiots are all trying to cram through it at once, so of course that jams it. You can't open it because you got a big fat Nelly head in the way. Diamond has been known to jump on top of Nelly in her attempts to jump over her. Diamond is my little antelope. She will jump, I've seen that dog literally jump 2 to 3 feet in the air from a standing position. It's insane. And she's just a skinny little... Whoa. Oh, that's kind of neat. Little cavern in there. That's cool. Again, none of these guys... The only one that's over 30 pounds is Nelly, and that's the lab. They're not big dogs. which is why having 5 of them is a little less insane than it sounds. Not much, mind you. It's still pretty insane, but not as completely insane as it sounds anyway. But yeah, we call her the antelope because she will jump ridiculously high. I feel like I'm wasting my time if I'm not in the woods when I'm walking, but I also feel like at this point it's pretty pointless because I don't think I'm going to find a dog. I think I survived only to fail the challenge. Of course, we're only 5 minutes into day 6, so I shouldn't give up just yet. But like I said, I think day 7 is the last day because of the... there's only 8 episodes this month. Just happens to be a 8-week month, not a 9 weeks. Hello, bunnies. There's bunnies all over the place. I wonder how much of this terrain I'm doubling back over to. I almost feel like I should just make a boat and go around the water. But I don't think there's any doggies in the water either. So anyway. And the worst part about my real life dogs is Diamond and Delilah are just a pair of little stinking Houdinis. And they actually cooperate together to get into mischief. I stood out there in the back room one day and watched them through the window while Diamond, climbed on Delilah's back. Are you kidding? You know what? Fine. There. My hands are getting tired from playing, so I don't maneuver as well. Yeah. Diamond stood on Delilah's back, and the wire that makes up their kennel was not thoroughly attached to the doghouse, so she was able to get in between the wire and the doghouse and push her way up, stood on her sister's back and pushed nose up through that wire and got up on top of the doghouse to get loose, and then took off, across the yard. And then Delilah just scrambled up through the same, because by then she'd pushed the wire out enough that she could get up there. And once she was up there, she just used the wire's paw holds and scrambled her way out. I was like, really? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? You lousy dogs. I was so mad. I've spent more time repairing that kennel because of those dogs. This summer it was the door. Every other week I was repairing the door. So yeah, they are quite the pair of little Houdinis, and they play off each other. They're just like kids. They're terrible. Just like too smart for their own good. It's kind of ironic that we still have Delilah. Diamond, I think it was Diamond that was spoken for twice. And both times it fell through. My friend's daughter wanted her, and then they weren't able to have her in the apartment they were in, and then somebody else wanted her. I can't remember who it was. And then changed their mind before they took her. So we kept Diamond, and then Delilah, surprisingly, nobody really wanted her. I don't think we ever had anybody that actually wanted her. It was really surprising because she's actually a very pretty little dog. She looks just like a dachshund, but with slightly longer legs. She's got a nice face, very sweet personality. They're all very sweet dogs. They're dumber than a box of rocks sometimes. They drive me crazy, but they're very well mannered for the most part. And well, they'll jump on you because they're, like I said, they're dumber than a box of rocks. But you know, none of them are biters or anything like that. They're very sweet dogs. The only trouble I have with the biting is Delilah, Lili we call her, will nip. And she's not intending to bite. She means to play, but, you know, for somebody that's not used to that, it gets a little... and that's the Aussie in her. Aussies actually herd other, you know, that's what they're kept for, is herding sheep and so on. And they do that by nipping at their heels and chasing them. So it's an instinctive thing. It's not just a behavior problem. It really is an instinctive thing that they do. Is that a zombie? It's a zombie in armor, isn't it? Yeah, wearing leather armor. I just saw something brown. Hi, Mr. Creeper. No, I don't want to talk to you. Go away. Crap. Okay, there we go. Come on, you gotta run there, dude. Yeah, it's definitely Mob City out tonight. I don't know, guys. I really don't see myself finishing this challenge. Like I said, at this point, I can't even find my way back to the base. Ooh, that wasn't a good idea. Let's not jump down any cliffs here. Saved by the steps, I guess. I have a feeling I'm at least back in the area where my base is now, because I'm seeing daisies and things again, which is what I was in the area where I was. Where is this spider? I hear him following me. Just gonna go back up into the other side of this hill, because why not? So yeah, Delilah, I keep starting to tell stories and then forgetting what I'm talking about. Lili actually almost didn't make it as a little puppy. When she was born, Bella had 11 pups. And within the first 2 days, she lost 4 of them. And we went to the vet. We tried to figure out everything. He said, well, she's just not making enough milk. And the puppies just weren't... She should have never had puppies to begin with, quite frankly. She really should not have been allowed to get pregnant to start with. So it was lucky. And with a litter that large, it's even with ideal conditions and, you know, a breeder that's doing it on purpose, holy cow, look at that. 4 skellies all together like that. That's crazy. Let's not walk down into a death trap, shall we? Let's try taking a couple of these guys out before we go down there. At least try to get it a little bit. You jerk. I knew you were there. I just didn't think you were right on top of me. So yeah, take care of you. Run over here to take care of you. I got all these bones. Nobody to feed them to. There. Alright, let's eat. Oh, I think I see my base over here. And yeah, that's a bunny. That's a spider. Those are creepers. See ya. So yeah, Delilah was very small. She was one of the smaller of the pups that survived. There were 7 that survived. And actually several of them I had to hand feed, but Delilah I had to hand feed the longest because she just wasn't that interested in eating. And she really wouldn't fight for her spot among the, you know, when it was time to nurse, she wouldn't fight for her place. And I could have sworn I saw my base. Stuff like that. So it was... kind of want to get up higher so I can see where I'm at here. I could have sworn I saw a light that I thought was my base. Get up high enough so Skelly can't shoot me off there. The thing I gotta worry about now is spiders, and I know there was one right there, wasn't there? Where is my base? I thought sure I had seen it. Maybe not. Well, phooey. It's gonna be one of those kind of games, isn't it? And I don't see a wolf. I don't see any sign of wolves. I've been looking for almost 3 days, and they're just not spawning. And yeah. Hi there, dude. Go away. Trying to get down here. Jerk. Okay, get back in there. There we go. Phooey. I don't know what to do. I mean, I'm not going to have time to build anything, obviously. Oh, hi there. So yeah, Delilah, she was just very sleepy all the time, and she didn't want to eat, so we had to hand feed her. I actually hand fed her, like, so the longest out of all of them. It was several weeks that I had to bottle feed with her. I quite frankly did not think she would survive. I mean, I was up 3-4 times a night. Of course, we had puppy formula, you know, that we were feeding them, and pretty soon she started eating on her own, and you know, she surprised me. I really didn't, and now she's great. She never stops eating. You know, she's still a big snuggie, and that may be why she's so snuggly. She really likes to snuggle, and that might be why, because she was hand-fed for so many weeks, and she just got used to being cuddled all the time. They were quite a batch. We had Streak and Smudge. They were mostly named after, like, Diamond actually has a diamond-shaped marking on her back of her neck. Streak and Smudge. Streak has a white stripe, and Smudge has just a mark on his head. They're brothers, and those two were adopted together. Arrow was renamed Max and adopted. I hear a baby zombie, so I'm going to get out of here. Moo, he was such a trip. He was just a fatty, and there was never any problems with him eating. He never stopped eating. In fact, I have an old video somewhere of the pups, and as I was taking the video, I said, "Oh, there's one nursing. Oh, that must be Moo." You know, and sure enough, sound asleep, attached, nursing away. He was a riot. He is such a sweet dog, though. The family that took him is actually a sister of a friend I grew up with. So he got a really good home, and you know, they all did actually. I feel like they all went to really good homes. We were pretty careful about who we gave them to. And yeah. And he's just the same. He still eats like a pig. He about lives on their couch. He's a fatty. And he is just adorable. He's a great dog. And then Streak and Smudge actually act a lot like Diamond and Delilah as far as their personalities go. And then Star, the final pup, went to a lady I know who lives a few hours away. So I get to see pictures of her quite a lot. She looks very much like a Basset. She's a very pretty dog. And guys, that is all the time we have for today. And we'll continue next time. And hopefully we'll at least find our way back to our base, even if we don't find dogs. So we'll see you then. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.